And more on this by our correspondent Sakina Aluwalia in the Indonesian capital, Jakarta. Well, Sakina, why is Indonesia considering a nationwide ban on alcohol in the first place?
The government believes the bill will give them more control over alcohol distribution in the country. Right now, it's difficult for them to monitor the sales of alcohol in small provinces across Indonesia, and they're being sold to underage children, which is a concern. So they said this bill will help them control that situation, underage drinking. But the businesses in the hotel and hospitality industries are asking the government to reassess this plan further. I spoke to the vice chairman of Indonesia's Hotel and Restaurant Association, who's absolutely against this bill. He says it will have negative consequences to the country's economy, especially when thousands of people will be left unemployed if this ban is approved. The party could be over in Indonesia. Lawmakers are seriously considering a bill that will make it difficult to obtain alcohol. It was proposed by two Islamist parties, the United Development and Prosperous Justice Party. Both groups believe the bill would protect citizens from the negative impacts of alcohol.
Every day we see crimes and incidents of all levels from small to large that are always influenced by alcohol. Is it due to excessive drinking? We don't know yet, but that's what we hope to control through this bill.
Alcohol distribution is already restricted around Indonesia. Last year, the country banned small retailers from selling alcoholic beverages in mini-marts. That alone is already affecting the tourism industry, clashing with the government's efforts to boost foreign tourist arrivals in Indonesia.
Alcohol has already become a part of many people's lives here, especially tourists that visit Indonesia. There will be a huge psychological impact from this bill that will definitely stop foreigners from wanting to visit our country.
As an owner of several hotels in Bali, Daulai sees a major impact to the economy if this bill moves ahead.
On behalf of Indonesia's Hotel and Restaurant Association, I believe this bill is absolutely unnecessary. What we need is for the government to monitor distribution and sales, not regulations to ban alcohol consumption. Personally, I think this plan should not continue forward.
Daulai says the plan could also pose a serious threat to public safety and health. A total ban on booze might increase cases of alcohol poisoning, as people will resort to buying fake alcoholic beverages from the black market. But right now, the government is focusing on controlling the industry rather than imposing a total ban. That way, it's easier for them to monitor the illegal sellers in small provinces across Indonesia. Sakina Aluwalia, CCTV, Jakarta. Banning legal alcoholic beverages will increase the possibility of smuggling illegal alcohol. These imitation and unregulated alcoholic drinks are usually laced with deadly chemicals like methanol. They are cheaper and easier to find, and that's the reason why low-income consumers end up buying them.
And so, will this bill be passed? And if it becomes law, could it have what kind of impact it will have on the industry, such as tourism and hospitalities, and what kind of blowbacks can we expect from them?
Although the government said this bill will make it easier for them to control sales, if this bill is approved, big producers and consumers of alcohol will be forced to operate underground. The industry is valued at more than $400 million. It's not an easy industry to entirely shut down. And as I mentioned before, people with direct connections to the alcohol industry will lose their jobs, and unemployment is one of the main issues that Joko Widodo is trying to reduce in Indonesia. Tourist arrivals will also drastically decline. Joko Widodo is working to welcome 20 million tourists annually. So that might be challenging if this bill does move ahead.
All right. Thank you so much, Sakina, for your reporting from Indonesia.